What's up, and welcome to another episode of What's Your YL Story. You're not going to want to miss this interview. Be sure to tune in all the way to the end. I'm super excited because today we are talking to Miss Kayla. You're not going to want to miss this interview. All right, let's get into it. Here we go. Welcome everybody back to another episode of What's Your YL Story. I truly believe that health and wellness is the steps and small things that you do every single day that lead up to big changes in your life. So as you know, in this series, I'm all about bringing you different change makers, people from different walks of life that have adopted a more healthier lifestyle. So you will find somebody that maybe resonates with you and maybe your story is a little bit similar. So I would love for you guys to tag anybody that might enjoy our conversation as well. Share it if you know somebody else that might benefit from it. I realize, especially in our communities, unfortunately, things like health and wellness kind of get put on the back burner, whether that is the way we were raised or what we were exposed to as youth. Many times the things that we are passing along or the patterns that we are setting, unfortunately, are not the healthiest. And so I want to change that narrative, and I want to bring to you guys different people and from different walks of life, again, that can speak into you and maybe help you alongside your wellness journey. So with that, I'm super excited to have Miss Kayla with us. Miss Kayla is, I kind of refer to her as like my little sister. Again, someone very near and dear to me. I've learned a lot from her, and I enjoy, the times that we are able to, just kind of share some of our passions and some of those things as well. But without further ado, Miss Kayla, can you just introduce yourself to everyone tuning in?
Hi everyone, I'm Kayla. It's nice to meet you guys.
And just tell everybody a little bit about yourself.
So I am a mom of twin boys. That's really fun. I enjoy, a healthy lifestyle with a little cheat day here and there. Yeah, I feel like
Okay.
that's pretty. I like plants.
So you're a plant mama.
I'm a plant mom.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. So with that in mind, so we can see like your beautiful oils up there and everything. So how were you introduced to Young Living?
So I did kind of grow up with a little bit of a holistic background, obviously not by choice. With the taking the vitamins, taking the supplements, we had essential oils. That was kind of started around 8 years old, but I don't think I really started to appreciate it until I got a little bit older, around 18, when I started working at Whole Foods. That's when I kind of started taking more. I appreciated it more and wanted to take, better care of myself and my health. So that kind of resonated with me. And then I began, was it in 2018? I think that's when Dana introduced me into the therapeutic grade essential oils, because we still had essential oils around the house, but obviously we didn't know the difference at the time. So that was something that I was drawn to.
Very nice. So I introduced you to Young Living then?
Yeah, I think you did. But wait, we had some Young Living oils too.
Okay.
I just didn't know that they were, because my mom and stepdad, they used to go to these places. I don't remember what they were, whether it was a chiropractor or some other, I think it might have been a chiropractor, where they would get rubbed down with these oils and stuff. And later in, like, what was it, like 2019, we found some in the closet that were Young Living. I just didn't, and I still have that bottle because that release is like, I feel like, I don't know, I feel like it's just better than I feel like they had different stuff in it then. It's just, I don't know, and it might just be all in my head, but I just want to hold on to that versus the other ones. But yeah, I feel like all in all, I did get, like, I feel like really exposed through you, especially coming over During that time, whether it was you guys drinking the Nisha or, getting rubbed down with oils. I remember whenever Ayla would have like a little dispute, you'd be like, go rub some joy in your heart. So so yeah, definitely. I could say you probably opened me up a little bit more to it.
I love that. So I kind of had something similar to where I grew up with oils, herbs, natural solutions. We did do everything like modern traditional too, but um we grew up with that mentality of first, like, what is causing the issue, right? Like, is there things that we can do before we go to the medicine? So I kind of love that. And similar to you, I remember actually when my parents moved from Michigan to Tennessee and they sold their place, we found old Young Living bottles. We found even some, like, I think there were tapes, or they might have been CDs. I'm not sure. Yeah, I think they might have been CDs, but they were of like Gary Young and his lectures and things like that. And very similar to you, my mom actually got them from a chiropractor. So when we did get them, it was all through like somebody holistic or somebody that was in the medical field that kind of introduced it. And we didn't realize you could get it outside of just the chiropractor, right? So I love that. I think that's powerful because especially in our communities, not everybody was exposed to like natural things or whatever. And for many people, it's something a little bit new. Now, I'm super curious because you said that you worked for a period at Whole Foods. So for those that are watching, I think most people know a little bit about Whole Foods, just being that they do offer better quality when it comes to a lot of their ingredients, their products, and some of those things. Can you chat a little bit more about your experience through Whole Foods and how that kind of shaped maybe how you took care of your health, and even as you mentioned, having young boys, taking care of their health as well?
Yeah, definitely. I feel like working there, being around so many people, so many like-minded people who were so focused on the health. I don't know what it is about Whole Foods. I don't know if they pick people based on if they think you are some type of, I don't know, you care about your nutrition, but a lot of people there definitely did. They were serious about taking their greens. They knew when you asked them about spirulina or chlorella, what to take, like, whether or they kind of live that. I don't want to use the generic term because I don't want to put anybody in a box, but they definitely cared a lot about their health and well-being, and tried to do things really holistically, working out, stretching, doing Pilates, or for some people yoga, like however that may look. So being around so many people, definitely, especially growing up like that, I was like, oh, I might not be so weird. Like, I have some people who think the same as me. So I just embraced it a lot more. I started working out a lot more, like twice a day, like I needed to. I was drinking my gallon and a half of water. I was caring about what type of water it was, getting my vitamins and all of that. It really just was like, okay, like this, it made me feel good to go to work. It made me feel good to, like, I loved my little discount because I would run right over and get vitamins afterwards. Like, I can't, like, I was, when growing up, my mom was making me take like 15, 20 different vitamins a day. Now I'm doing it on my own. I'm like, okay, I got to make sure I'm taking my greens. I got to make sure I'm taking my B vitamins. So it was like, I was in it not because anybody was making me do it. Now it was the actual desire. It was the want. Making sure I'm getting my fruits and veggies. So I don't know what it is, but definitely I do think it has something to do with being around people who, are also like along the same path as you. It kind of encourages you to want to do better for yourself, not to eat so, crappy.
Yeah.
And helps me want to do that for my boys. I feel like that still kind of shaped me because even though sometimes I have my days where I'm like, I want a burger, like I'm going to go eat one. But I definitely try to have that balance in my life. I try to make sure I'm giving my boys their vitamins. I'm giving them, my kids love their oils. They're going to run and they tell me like, we need our vitamins, Mom. We need our vitamins. Whenever there's like something like they have like a little itch or whatever the case may be, they got a mosquito bite. They're like, we need to put some oils on it. We need to put some lavender. And I love that for them. So, it has shaped me as a parent. Like I try to have them as a little balance because I feel like when I was growing up, there was a moment where I just wanted what we used to have. I wanted the Oreos. I wanted the cereal I used to eat. I didn't want to have to go to, Whole Foods and get their off cereal. I'm like, I just want, even though theirs isn't bad at all, I'm like, I just want regular Frosted Flakes. I just want Cinnamon Toast Crunch. Or the freaking berries one, or whatever that one was. But little did I know.
Or
Captain Crunch, yeah. But that stuff is like filled with toxins. So I like get it now. But at that age, you're just like, you want what you used to have. The change is a little like different to get used to. So I try to give them those moments where they can. I will allow them to like, go pick out something you may want, but like everything in moderation.
Yeah. Nice. Now you mentioned your boys. For those that don't know who you are or don't, how old are your boys?
They are 5 years old.
Okay.
Joshua and Jeremiah.
Nice. So you're having fun with that.
I'm having fun with them.
So now just and this can be, when I ask this question, this can be from just a using Young Living perspective, or it could even be if you ever dabbled into doing the business portion. What obstacles have you faced with Young Living?
I did dabble in the business aspect, and I feel like the obstacles I mainly face, though, I do feel like they're mostly on me. I don't feel like, before I like even answer the question, I do feel like it's more of a me situation. Because like, okay, so the ones that I have is just staying consistent and growing. But like, if you stay consistent, I do feel like you're going to grow. So that's why I said I do feel like it is more so like on me than it is on the business. Because you see people like you, for example, you've been in this business for a while, but you're doing things, you're doing amazing, you're growing. And I do feel like if you stay consistent, stay on your path, you're gonna have some type of success. Because I did. There was times when I had, parties, and I was doing, but I was doing really well for, a period. I was really happy. I was growing. Like, my family members were coming to support. People I didn't expect to support were coming to support. I had body butters going, but you have to stay consistent. And I feel like that's the key. That's the key thing. You have to stay consistent and kind of get outside of your comfort zone and keep like talking to people, keep getting out there, putting it in front of people. Because if you don't, then it's just gonna it's not gonna go anywhere. And that's what I feel like a lot of things.
Mm-hmm. So we're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we will chat a little bit more about what I saw, my story. But before we get into that, I just want you to really know, maybe you are at a space when you're like, I know I need to make some health changes. I know I need to make some transformations, but it just seems too hard. I get it. I was there and I totally understand. I have a bundle for you, and it's the Get Motivated bundle. You will find it in the show notes. This bundle is all about setting intentions and your mindset. It is a set of oils that are really, really going to help you hone in on how to start with your motivation. As soon as you purchase it, I will send you a download, a free guide that's going to walk you through step by step exactly how to use that bundle and how you can stay just a little bit more motivated when you are trying to make these small little health changes step by step by step. I truly believe that essential oils are the most powerful way to reset and correct when it comes to mindset, when it comes to challenges with our emotions and attitude. So check that out. You will absolutely enjoy it. And I can't wait to be your guide. Be sure to let me know which bundle you choose. I will also have a few other bundles that just for the changing season, you might actually also enjoy. But with that, back to the show. Yeah. Now when you talk about a little bit staying consistent and things like that, do you think that there's anything that even Pop and Play could have made it easier from Young Living's perspective, or from even your team's perspective? Any like systems or anything that you can think of that could have possibly made it easier for you to stay consistent?
I don't think so, because the information is there. The teams are there. They support. I mean, I have you, I have Tashina. I like whenever there's anything, like, you guys are there. The knowledge is out there. There's courses. There's so much stuff available. I think you just have to be, the person has to be driven. I think that's where people come in and say, like, your why needs to be strong enough. So those times when you do kind of like start to get a little tired, or you do, like, you have that push, you remember why you're focused, you remember why you're there, and you're like, okay, this is what I'm doing, this is why I'm doing this. So you just keep going, because that moment you lose your momentum is gonna, like, you're gonna die down a little bit, you're gonna like get relaxed, and you're gonna go back to what you used to do. All of that is new, and it takes a lot of courage to like get out there and keep pushing and working your business.
Yeah. And okay. And the last thing, just on this kind of point, that just curious. So you mentioned a little bit with the business. Now, did you have any obstacles over your course with Young Living that were obstacles with just using the products, or incorporating it into your lifestyle? And before you answer that, I kind of want to frame this like, to me, what's your YL story? I also want to talk about like the good, the ugly, like for people that are like interested in adopting some of these things. I want them to know that, hey, like this might be a challenge for you, right? Because I feel like if you know some of the obstacles, if you know some of the challenges before you walk in there, you're not going to be caught off guard, and you're not going to be like, well, forget this because it takes too much to open the oil and stick it on my fingers or whatever it might be.
Yeah.
So were there any obstacles that you kind of faced with even the usage of things, or like for your own personal self?
From a personal standpoint, the using things and like incorporating them into my life was very easy. I don't think that was a hard part at all, because then again, I don't want to speak for everybody though, because I had been using oils for some time. Like I was used to like something like peppermint, definitely. Um, Young Living peppermint versus, CVS peppermint, or even Whole Foods peppermint. We already know they don't compare. Like, you're going to taste that peppermint before you even like get it on your skin. You're going to smell it and be like, oh my goodness, this is peppermint.
Yeah.
But like even taking the supplements, different things like that, taking the Ninja, like I don't think any of those things really, they were hard in themselves, or smelled bad. Like none of that stuff. Like they were really easy to like incorporate, and I wanted to like, I was that person who wanted to like just buy up everything and throw away all the things in my house. I'm like, oh wait, okay, I thought I found some good dish soap or some good laundry soap. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna throw that away and go get. I was that person who was trying to get everything. They say take it step by step and ditch and switch, like just real slowly. I'm like, I'm buying everything's out of here, throwing it away. Like, where's your hand soap? It's coming. Like, so very, very dramatic. But no, I think that was the least of my problems.
So for the record, I am big on, y'all know Dana is frugal, okay? So I think I preach for people like all this stuff, okay? So that's her doing, that ain't me. I can put gas in my car, but I have hand sanitizer.
Listen, my problem. I will spend that money.
Not my doing, okay, y'all? Not my doing, for the record. Okay. All right. So the next one that I want to ask you is, so you get a chance to go before corporate, right? And you get to knock on the headquarters at Young Living. What things would you like to change, or would you like others to be aware of as they start this wellness journey? Or even if you want to talk business, you can take either or.
I feel like they're doing everything well as, business. There wouldn't be anything that I would really change. Not anything that I can think of right now off the top of my head, but if I was to just make people aware, which is, I feel like a lot of people already know that in our community, there's a lot less people who are on the like natural path, like who are kind of like trying to do that. Like now there's becoming There's a lot more growth in our community, a lot more people who are looking at labels and waking up and becoming, a lot more aware of what they're putting in their body or on their body and their skin. But when you go to some of these, when you look at the business standpoint of this, of Young Living, I think now there's more of it, but like, when I was first joined, there's a lot, like, we are the minority. We are the minority. It is as simple as that. Like, it's not too many of us that are doing it. So we just have to, like, be conscious of that.
Okay. So because and I will kind of just add to like some of my I got a long laundry list, but I could do a whole podcast just on stuff I'd like to change. But with that being said, I think that to me it's important, even knowing that there's a level of people that, whether they look like us or don't look like that, have a certain feeling when it comes to the structure of our business, right? And so I believe that there's some people that, simply because I'm a part of a multi-level marketing company, right, they're not going to purchase, even if they're like, those are the best products in the world.
Yeah.
They're not going to purchase it from me versus going to a Whole Foods and even like a cheaper like CVS to get oils, right? They're going to glean the information from me. They're going to know how to use it, but then they're going to go get low quality.
Yeah.
And then what I saw is then they don't get the results, and then oils don't work. And I'm like, but you didn't do what I told you to do, right?
Yeah.
And so I would love to see, and I'm putting this on Young Living too. Like, I would love to see Young Living incorporate where we're represented more, right? Where you see our faces a little bit more, using it for things that we care about. Like, the reason I came out with my book is because we care about our hair, skin, and nails, right? Like, so if you're targeting things that we care about, now we're going to listen a little bit more, right? If you telling me, oh, my little, when I have the cedar woods, save the edges, right? If you telling me that, like, my little bald spots where my hair is breaking off on the edges, there's a way for me to grow that back, then I'm all in. Like, tell me more, right? And so I do think that it would be nice, right, if we could have those type of conversations with Young Living, like, yo, it's cool that you want to talk about like the toxins, this and the other. Yes, we need to get those out of our homes too. But for us as a Black woman, right, we're putting all this money into stuff we're getting at the beauty supply store, right? But if we understood that, hey, we can move these dollars over here and it's better for us, and it's affecting things like fibroids and, like things going on with our menstruation cycles and all these other things, then I feel like now we're more open to listen. And that's not everybody, but now you're targeting the stuff that actually affects us versus the latter. Yeah.
I agree. I think that was very well said. We just there needs to be more representation, 100%. Because when they go on there, even if you do have somebody who's like super interested, they want to learn more, but then they go on there and they don't see themselves anywhere on there. They're going to, 9 times out of 10, they're not going to be as drawn to it as they were before. If there's a well range of a whole bunch of different people, then it can, I don't know, it can be a little bit better. Yeah.
Love it, love it, love it. So next question I have for you. So, let's take this from okay, I'm watching this. I got little ones too, right? I got a little 5-year-old, and it's back to school season. We're going into fall, we're going into the winter, and I'm tired of taking time off for these babies, right? I'm tired of battling with that with my kids. What advice would you give a person that is just starting in this journey and they're like, I want to make some wellness changes, but one, this stuff is expensive, and two, right, I'm tired of taking time off, right, with my little ones. I'm tired of always having these sick kids. What advice would you give them?
Don't be like me and try to go buy every single thing on the website. You can. There's nothing wrong with that. But if you feel like there is too expensive, just take one step at a time. Start with the little things. They always say start small. Start maybe with the soap, or the sanitizer, the toothpaste, the main things that kind of go onto your skin and on your mouth. Then you can start more so with the laundry detergent and different things like that. Get the ninja in their lives, the ninja, like get that. It might take some getting used to if they've never had anything to that nature before, but like after one or two tries, like they're good, they're golden, they're going to ask for it. Get their multivitamins. That helps. And I feel like in thieves, get you some thieves cleaner and the thieves hand sanitizer and some cough drops. And I feel like if you have like a couple of those staples, that keeps some of the stuff at bay. And then you can go from there. Then you can start building, you can get more oils, you can get more vitamins and supplements. You can take it from there. You can start figuring out, you can curate certain things, whether that's, like they have vitamins for when you're sick, actually, when you actually are sick, what's the one you got to cut where you got to take it and they can go to sleep. And it has, I'm like, my brain is slipping.
So MuPro is great
MuPro.
to support immune system. We do not treat, diagnose, or cure anything. But it has melatonin in it that's going to put the babies to sleep and let the immune systems work and do what it needs to do while they sleep.
Yeah, there you go. We don't cure or diagnose. But I feel like just start small. And if, and then just go from there. That would be my advice to somebody who's a mom who, wants to start the journey, but then they also don't want to just dive right in. Just start small. And I feel like if you're going to like do the business too, start small with that too. Don't just go all in for it. Just make little tiny goals. And also don't compare yourself to other people. Don't compare yourself to other people, because what's working for them might not work for you. And we don't know what they got going on behind the scenes, what they're doing to get where they are. Like just be authentic, do you, and stay consistent, and you'll do well. You'll find your people will come to you. It'll happen.
Yeah, I do like that one, not comparing yourself. I know for me, I love systems and I love to have frameworks of things so that I can find my own way. And what I mean by that, like I'm the person that like will look up a recipe to have an idea of what I want to do, and then I do what I want to do, right? And I don't like being told any other way. And as a leader, I have found over the years doing Young Living, I get two types of people. I get the type of people that are like totally down with that and they're like, great, because if you micromanage me, I'm not going to function anyways. So let me do my thing. And then I have the people that get frustrated with me because they're like, dude, can you give me some type of direction? I have no idea what is happening. But because I don't like that for myself, it's hard for me to kind of deliver that to other people because I'm like, well, everything is right here. Just figure it out. Whereas some people need you to be like, no, this is the next step. This is what we do now. Come on with me and walk you through it. So I think that's interesting that you say don't compare yourself, right? So you might see Dana going live everywhere, all over the place. Honestly and truthfully, it's because I prefer doing that over talking to people. Like this is easy, right? I can record something at 2 a.m. and then go put it out there in the universe and see what happens, right? I'm not scared from that standpoint. Whereas I don't really love teaching classes, right? Like most of the time when I was teaching classes, I might teach the first one to help somebody, but usually I had people that were better at that than me that actually taught the classes, right? So don't compare yourself. I love that one. I think that's a great one. I hope everybody hears that piece. So those that are watching, and maybe somebody is like, I got little ones too. I have more questions. What else are you doing for your keeping your boys together? What is working for you? How you get them to sleep? All of the things. Where can they connect with you or contact you or get a hold of you and connect?
I'm only on Instagram, and my name on there is Kayla, Kaylae, and then like the letter E, and then Morrow, Morrow.
Nice. Very good. So make sure you guys connect with her. We will have her information in the description as well. So our last question that we have for you, have you ever attended a Young Living convention? And if so, what was your experience?
Yes, I have been to one of the Young Living conventions. It was a great time. We had a blast. We got a chance to really like go to the convention, go to the fields, go smell the lavender, do all of that. But then we got a chance to also see Utah. We got to go to the Young Living, no, yep, the Young Living was it the headquarters?
Headquarters, yeah.
That was like really fun for, I don't know why, but I love that. Like it was just so intriguing, just to see like how their meals even have some of the oils in them. When we went to the lunchroom, I was looking at the menu. It was really nice to just see everything. I enjoyed enjoyed that. I enjoyed going to the farms. I enjoyed going to the lavender field, going through it and being able to like smell the lavender. Then the scenery overall is beautiful because Utah has the mountains. It has all of that. So it was like to be right there. I was upset that we didn't get a chance to see like the distillery process, to see it like go down. But I think, what did we miss that? We end up missing it.
So yeah, transparency. We got there late. So yeah,
but we had a great time. It was like, okay, dang, and I probably was one of the reasons why we was.
Oh, I think it was a combination of
a whole bunch of stuff. But that was really nice just going up there. But because we like, all in all, the fields were beautiful. But then to turn around and like see the mountains right there, like that was really nice to go on the go hiking. Even where we stayed, like right outside of our house, was like these mountains in the background. Every time I tried to take a picture, like my picture just wouldn't capture it how I wanted to. So, and like I was pumped from that convention. I was like, yeah, let's do this, because they make you feel so good. And I still have my notes from even one of the guys from that author who makes all those books. I know that sounds crazy.
Is it
He's the guy.
Ali Winker? No.
He's the older man, and he writes all those books about how to become a millionaire in network marketing.
That guy. Yes, I know who you're talking about. I forgot that he spoke at that one.
Yes, he was
John Maxwell.
I think it was okay. Yeah, he was like, and I still listen to his books now. Like, nice. I love a good audio book. His, like, they always get me like going. But I have my note, like he was just like, I can do this. Like, I had never had such a clear, I'm like, I'm gonna do this. I know how I'm gonna do it. Like, I have my notes. If you are ever planning on doing this business, if you're ever planning on doing this from a business standpoint, I 100%, like, whether you are or not go to convention, but like if you're like going to do the business, you need to go to convention, because they give you so many tips. You get to speak to so many people. You be in a room full of people who just have so much knowledge. They bring on all these fantastic speakers. The person you're touching shoulders with could literally be a millionaire, and like you get to get gems from them. Like, for the most part, you can talk to them like what worked for you? Do you have any advice? And it's like, yeah, this is what I have, and it is 9 times out of 10 great advice, and you can apply that to what you are doing. I had a great time there. Like, I remember leaving and feeling just so pumped up, and even when we got to go to the convention and we got to taste like all the little different ninja cocktails they were making it, or literally put every single oil. I walked out of there, they had all the oils on display, and it was like a tester for each of them. I put every single oil on me. I'm like, I just feel so amazing right now. I just feel so great right now. And that's it.
Yeah, I think she got more excited talking about convention than anything in this whole interview.
We had a great time.
I love it, love it, love it. Well, thank you so much, Kayla. This was absolutely amazing. And if you guys have been tuning into the What's Your YL story, I'm really hitting and emphasizing convention, because in next year in 2024, it'll be Young Living's 30-year convention. And this is the first time since before COVID that it is back opened international. So it is going to be straight fire, y'all. We are super, super excited. Our plans is to rent a house again this trip. So if you are on the fence, think about it. We want to trickle it in your ear now. Because again, like I told y'all, I am not an impulse person. So if it is on your radar, I want you to have plenty of time to save up. I want you to have plenty of time to plan. So it can be something that you will do. But with that, I appreciate each and every one of you guys tuning in. Thank you so, so much. Again, please share this. Share, share, share. The greatest compliment you can give is to just share it with somebody else that might benefit from this. And with that, we will sign off and we will see you next time on another episode of What's Your YL Story. Take care and you guys have a good one. Bye, guys.
Bye.